Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to the final episode of Season 3 in the Newcastle United career mode. Unfortunately, our Premier League title run didn't exactly end the way we were hoping it would. We fell way short of the mark and Manchester United won the title. We have one more game in the Premier League season to go. I'm going to treat it as an exhibition game, even though there is technically still something to play for. So I'm still going to try to go out there to win. It doesn't mean I'm going to field my strongest team. I'm honestly going to play like a youth academy side. Like honestly just throw every single player that I've scouted and just all the kids, just put them out there for the game and hope for the best. The game I am going to play on my best players for is this one, the FA Cup final. I maybe have my first chance to win some silverware. So this is how my strongest starting 11 looks. Thomas Strakosha, by the way, is kind of back from injury. There's no way I'd play him if I wanted to with that stamina. So yeah, hopefully in a week he'll have recovered and maybe he might be able to play the FA Cup final, but we'll wait and see. That was my strongest starting 11. This is the Youth Academy starting 11 that I am putting out there. And as you can see, it's very all over the place when it comes to overalls. We've been training up guys like Javier Gonzalez and Felix Sevilla, who I put on the right-hand side, even though he's got 1-star weak foot and F-all skill moves, and he's just really not the player that you'd want for a winger. I'm honestly looking to let him go, but he's 82 rated. I'm going to play him maybe for one last hurrah. Payard, he's up there as well. Patrick Wilson's still in goal. I've been training up Smith, the centre-back, but again, still a lot of mid to high 60 rated players in there as well. Cardozo, Connor Collins, and Lopez, that's my midfield. I'm just saying screw it. The Youth Academy, my strongest players in each position that have only come up through the Youth Academy are getting a start, and even my bench is pretty rotated. I'm just having jokes with this one and literally treating it like it's nothing. Whatever. If I finish in second, if I win the game, then great. And I'm pretty confident too. Out of Payard, Gonzalez, Avila, all these guys, I don't think I've scored a single goal with any of my Youth Academy players. And I've given a fair amount of games to guys like Gonzalez, Avila, even Payard's popped up a bit as well. So it's about time. We've got to score at least a goal with a Premier League or with a Youth Academy player in the Premier League. Let's hope for the best. And who's it going to be? And the game that I do decide to play the kids in is the last game of the season at Wembley Stadium against Spurs. It's a bit jokes. I mean, yeah, whatever. If we end up coming second to Chelsea and we finish in third, whatever, we'll hopefully get our revenge against them back here at Wembley. We're playing both our games, by the way, at Wembley. It's only just clocked in my mind, but we will get another chance against to get a bit of revenge against Chelsea in the FA Cup final anyway. But again, let's get a better look at our team. Patrick Wilson, the most famous pants in all of football. Orellana, Cuesta, Smith, and Ferreira are our back four. We've got Felix Sevilla, Lopez, Cardozo, and Gonzalez. We've got Connor Collins, the centre attacking midfielder, and Payard, Thomas Payard's up forward as well. You know my centre attacking midfielders always do bits, so keep your eye on Connor Collins. He may only be 68 rated, but I'm sure he'll have an influence in this game, and here we go. It's a jokes way to end the end of the season, but bring it on, boys. It's an all-Youth Academy Newcastle United going up against Tottenham. Oh, don't tell me he's in already. This is not a good start. Harry Kane, I'm trying to stay in front. He's nearly curled it into the top corner already. That's not a good start getting caught out like that. Lopez hasn't got an awful lot of pace on him, but he's getting away from him. I've actually got a player holding him off a fair bit there. Delivered in. Payard scores! Oh, finally a Youth Academy player's got it. The defenders were nowhere to be seen, and it's Newcastle United's Youth Academy that is defeating Tottenham at the moment. I wondered who'd score the first goal. Xabi Lopez ran all the way, whipped in the ball. John Brooks is doing the worst job I've ever seen of marking his man, and he gets a tap in. It's a somewhat difficult one to deal with, but Lloris is standing still. The big man marking Harry Kane here. I can't take any chances. And Heung-min Son came across to get a glancing header. There was surely no way he was going to score from there, though. Oh my goodness! I tried to take control of my defender to get him going and to try to do something to disrupt that bloody shot, but he just took for fucking ever. I don't know if it's because he's a lot slower than my regular defenders, but that strike, regardless, comes in off the crossbar, then hits the post, and then eventually goes in. Look, number 31. Just get going, son. Just go. What are you fucking doing? It comes off the crossbar, then in off the post. I mean, for crying out loud. It'd been coming, but all right, there you go. This young back line has not been able to deal with... Heung-min Son has been getting him behind way too easily. And obviously, the pace of these youth academy players right out the gates is never going to be great, and it's clearly showing. These boys are slow as fucking... Oh, I'll tell you what, we are opening them up now, up the middle a little bit here. Couldn't... I was hoping Koulibaly wouldn't come for the ball like that, but still. Slide tackle missed. Oh, we've absolutely taken him out. I've not been able to deal with Heung-min Son all day. If I end up having to take him out of the game, then that's fine. I think it's time I actually bring in some players, some actual game changers. I'm going to bring in Ivan Toney, and I'm also going to bring in Alphonso Davies for Felix Avila. We got to bring in some superstar young players to hopefully turn this around for us. All right, there we go. Finally, a tackle. I can't believe that's not a foul. I'd have thought for sure. I was absolutely certain of it. And maybe Toney is away here. Oh, there we go! His first touch in the game, and he's done it! Ivan Toney, we've been training him up forever, and he may have scored the winner. I promise you as well, that was his first touch in the game. I don't believe it. What a great finish. Maybe a bit of controversy too, because I thought for sure there was a foul in the lead up to that, but nah, we've taken the lead, and let's just go defensive, because if we can end this with a win, we've secured top 2. Oh, we've dropped Wanyama. Cross deep one. Oh, not going to get there. I probably shouldn't have even tried. Nice ball. Decent. Oh, Zambo Anguissa. That's not even going to go out. Oh, yes, it will eventually go out for a corner. But it doesn't matter. Oh, we got to win with our youth academy against Spurs. Wow. Wow, wow. I had a midfield that none of them were even in the 70s. And the pace of the team was so awful. There was none of it whatsoever. And we pulled out a win. We did have to substitute Alphonso Davies and Toney again right at the end of the game, and he did thankfully finally get the winning goal for us, but I can't believe it. We've done it. We didn't have the finish to the season that we wanted in the Premier League, but we are at least finishing in the top 2. No matter what the Chelsea result was, we have done it. And Chelsea did indeed beat Bournemouth 3-0, so if we didn't get that win, even if we drew, we would have lost our top 2. We would have lost our second place, so... All right, we are going to finish as runners up then. Chelsea will finish in 3rd, and we will be coming back to the Wembley Stadium to, of course, play Chelsea once more in this FA Cup. So this is it then, the final game of the season, and it is deciding the winner of the FA Cup. The FA Cup final. Are we finally, after 60-something plus years, going to pick up that first title in eons? Unfortunately, Thomas Rakosha still hasn't really fully recovered from his injury. So even though it looked like maybe we might have been able to sneak him in, I'm going to have to go with Patrick Wilson. And again, it's not too big a loss because Wilson's been doing okay for us recently. He's only 2 overall lower than Thomas Rakosha. So it's fine. We'll get him in there then. It's going to be the same old back 4. I think, the same strength back, the strongest back 4 that I can put out there. A pretty solid midfield as well. Of course, still missing Marcel Sabitzer, but that's fine. Oberlin up top. This is probably the last game we're going to play with either Dimitri Oberlin or Mitrovic starting, because next season we do, of course, get Timo Werner, who's like 87, 88. Can't wait to see what he's going to be made of, but this is it. FA Cup final, boys. Let's get that trophy finally, please. This is Newcastle's first FA Cup final since... the old Wembley, since it's been our first FA Cup final in this century, in this millennium. I don't recall the last FA Cup final that Newcastle were featured in even being in the 2000s, for crying out loud. It's been that long. Again, strongest starting 11 really I can get out there, minus Thomas Strakosha, who is on the bench if we need him. He can play, it's just his stamina is only less than 2/3 of what it should be. He's still susceptible to re-injury, and Wilson's, I think he's done enough to keep the spot. We dismantled Chelsea 4-0 away, and now we have to go and do it to them again. But in the FA Cup final, I think most teams tend to just turn it up a gear. It's an almost identical team to the one that we beat 4-0, but I do not expect it to go that way again. It is the FA Cup final. We're underway. What a ball in. Morata, and the save by Wilson. Oh, any other striker in the world, and I think that's a goal. Morata leapt up high, but it's straight, thankfully, at Wilson. Down the right. Ramsey's the one playing it forward, not Davies. I would have much rather have him in there, but it's, again, going to maybe work out okay. But our passes just never go anywhere near the actual play. Oh, my God. Wake the fuck up. I swear to God. How are you not at least sticking your foot out to try to pick that off? And wow, that first half just produced a whole lot of nothing. a whole lot of up and down with one or two half chances for maybe both sides, but that's about it. I can't recall seeing or getting one chance in that game and thinking, damn, I absolutely should have scored that. Alright, I like this. Aouar, shot, saved, Courtois. Again, never really going to get anything from that. It would have been ridiculous if I did score, but alright, still, at least it's something. We've worked that out. And we've done it! Finally! Little over an hour in the game, but it's the first. And it's just that lightning, rapid counter-attack. We knock the ball forward. I trust Oberlin to be able to beat the centre-back one-on-one, or at least in a foot race. And, oh, boy, the finish certainly was awkward. Look, Rudiger, he had the momentum on him. And Courtois just went down to grab it, but thankfully Oberlin got his shot off in time. I don't know, definitely not the most convincing of finishes, but it is in, and it is 1-0. We got it. All right, we'll go back down to balance and let's control things. I know that maybe a 1-0 lead is never safe, but it's something that we've had to work so hard for. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a second. Morata's on side here. I don't like this. Oh, my goodness. I brought out the keeper. I didn't want to take him the whole way, and he's chipped me from well outside the box as well. I think maybe I brought my goalkeeper out a bit too early. That was the thing. And by the way, I also thought I noticed something. Yeah, I'm down to 10 men. I've got a red card for Ramsey for something that happened. He was on a yellow. There must have been a yellow card that happened afterward or some shit. I don't know, but now I'm down to 10. And there we go, extra time. We had the last chance of that game, or the last chance of regular time, and now we go into extra time. Nice ball, but Oberlin's going to be there to hopefully deal with it. Tries to flick over Conte, but he's seen it coming a mile away. Marino ends up with it. Oh my God, this could work out brilliantly again. The pace, can he get away? Rudiger, he's all over him. And striked, and it's not. Rudiger is not exactly the one that was on Oberlin, but whoever it was, Grimaldo, just would not get off him. Like, just elbow him across the fucking face, cunt. If we can get this. Chance. Oh my God. What are you stumbling for? Okay, somehow we get a corner. Grimaldo's been a pain in my ass all game, but he's let me just get a free corner. Oh God, we have no one back. How has this happened? I'm not even on like ultra attacking or anything like that. Jesus. Tovan's going. He's got enough options to go to. I'm trying to stay in front to stop the cross. Manquillo. How about that fucking deflection straight to Willian Jose? And thankfully it's at the side net. He gave me a heart attack. But look at this. Look at that deflection, of course. It so kindly falls for Chelsea. Poor touch. Oh, really fucking poor touch. Couldn't get it. Van Ginkel has scored the winning goal. Nah, don't worry. It's not fucking worth it. They ended up with it. It was a poor touch. I went for it, missed the tackle, headed down. Blokes all over the back of him. Wilson beaten at his near post. Sanchez again. Why is it all the fucking time Davinson Sanchez lets his man goal side? It's always him, that fucking Colombian cunt. We need to get everybody forward. I need to have someone to pass to, and I can't go back. I really can't go back. I can't be held back like this, boys. Come on. Finally. Yedelin. Oh, boys. Just got that one off. Sanchez. Oh, God. I'm not talking, boys. I'm not talking. I'm only concentrating. Yeah! Come on! Woohoo! You beauty! You beauty! Yes, Yedelin! You bloody beauty! They were just chasing us around the park. Yedelin made his move. Conte went to sleep, and what a finish! That's why I've got to stop fucking talking whenever I play these games. I just need to focus. Oh, we've done it. Can you believe it? His only goal in the FA Cup comes in the 120th minute, and now it's surely going to penalties. They can't have any time, but just in case, let's go ultra defensive and hang on, because I am taking penalties after this. Woo! You fucking yes! Oh, I'm feeling good about this now, but now I've got to get it done. Now we've got to get it done at the penalty shootout. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not over yet. Oh, this mob, sheesh, I don't know. We'll put Oberlin forward one, and yeah, they'll probably be it, to be fair. Bloody hell, boys. Here we go. Jose Perez for the first. And he scored, not perfectly put away, but the keeper didn't move. Hazard to go first for Chelsea. He's gone right, or we've gone right, and he's gone left. Sent me the wrong way. Now comes Yannick Carrasco. I've gone top right, and it's, again, a good one. With the Jose, I've gone right nearly every single time. I'm feeling a dink. He's gone left. I don't know why he was going to chip that. I thought he hesitated a bit. I've gone right nearly every single time. Am I going to continue to do it? You better believe it. When am I going to change things up? Van Ginkel scored. He beat me at my near post. I'm thinking left. He's going to look. Oh my God, he sent me. He gave me the eyes. The one time I go the other way. Now comes Dimitri Oberlin. I should have been going right this whole fucking time. I can't believe it. Is he going to give me the eyes? Saved by Wilson! Come on, baby! It's back at level pegging at 3-3. All right, Marino. Your time, son. Your bloody time. Your time. Yo, that's not a good penalty. It really isn't. But Courtois stands still. Patrick Wilson can make himself a hero. If he does, I swear. Ramos. To go. Oh, it's your fuck! I fucking fuck penalties in this game. Fuck FIFA 18 penalties. That's a fucking disgrace. That's a joke. All right, now comes. We're gonna get robbed because these cunts don't know how to fucking make a game properly. Tovan. Now Captain Sergio Ramos of Chelsea lifts up the FA Cup trophy, and Newcastle are still without silverware. For fucking God, we're still without a trophy in this career mode. God bless EA's fucking lucky stars that this happened in just a career mode, and like, you know, whatever, it's fine, it's cool. No one's, except for everyone watching this, everyone's going to see this and think, well, what a fucking joke. It's, you know, no one's going to care. You know, I really hoped that something like that happened at the FIFA E World Cup finals with hundreds of thousands of people watching on Sky Sports and stuff like that. You know, I'd have loved for something like that to happen. Then maybe they might have actually fucking done something about it and not accepted this mediocrity, this fucking bullshit. Well, the season is over now, and we have nothing to show for it. Can't believe it when it looked like we were pretty right up there when it comes to maybe winning the Premier League, and then finally breaking our cup hoodoo. We made it all the way to the final and came so close once again. But yeah, looking at stats, we've got a 26 goal haul and 12 assists for Marcel Sabitzer, easily our player of the season, and it's a shame he got injured. Maybe he could have made a bit more of a difference. Oberlin, I don't know, he's got a bunch of pace, and we can get him on fast breaks. That's pretty much the only way he scores his goals. But no, he will obviously be relegated back down at the bench when we get Timo Werner in. Alphonso Davies with 12. He's been brilliant, Alphonso Davies. I love him so much. Ramsey with 10. Carrasco popping up with 10. I was surprised he almost got that many, to be fair. He really hasn't been that good for an 88 rated player. Mitro's popped up with a couple of goals too. Yeah, Under as well. Shelby, Yedelin, Owa, nice. Looking at the assists as well. We've got, oh my God, I'm still so flat. Marcel Sabitzer leads the line when it comes to that as well. OR with 11, Oberlin with 11, Ramsey 8, Shelby 7, Mitro with a couple, Carrasco, Davies, Perez, and all the regulars, all the guys that we can trust. Yeah, still flat. Still really, really flat. Our highest overall changes, because probably we've been training them up almost since the beginning of the season, were Patrick Wilson, 11 rated. You know what? He did reasonably well in the FA Cup final, and especially toward the end of the season. I've been very happy with him, and I'm not going to get upset with him over that penalty, over that missed penalty save, because that's not his fault. Any keeper in the game is not going to save that. It doesn't matter. That's just poor coding, and it's just the game not knowing what to fucking do for the simplest of shit. Orellana with 10, 74 overall. Look to hopefully see a bit more of him. Avia going up by 5, and even though he's only 19, 3-star skill moves and 1-star weak foot, being on his non-preferred foot as a left winger. He's just one of the worst. Like, everything that could have gone against him for his position has gone against him. So even though he's a nice overall, I just want to get him out. Max Mason with 5, Cardoso and a couple other players from the youth academy that have gone up naturally, up by 4, by 3, and yeah, we look set for the future for sure, and I'm surely doing another season of Newcastle, do not worry. We'll start to do our recaps of the Premier League as well, with, of course, Manchester United topping it, Newcastle coming in second as runners-up, and the teams that were relegated. Everton on 37 points. I thought it was going to be big with Arsenal going down, and especially going down bottom, only 3 wins for this season. That's got to be one of the worst ever. But Arsenal going down 20th in the Premier League, that's massive. But now Everton are going down as well. 2 of the biggest clubs out, just like that. Astonishing stuff right there. And, God, it's going to be a bit weird without them. We're not going to be playing Arsenal or Everton. They're going to be in the bloody Championship. It doesn't feel right. As we all know, Chelsea winning 5-4 on penalties. Again, it just hurts. I can't be bothered. I do not have time for it. Man City won the Carabao Cup, beating West Bromwich Albion. Sevilla winning the pre-season friendly, whatever. Copa Europe, 2-0 win for Manchester United. None of this really matters, but Champions League hasn't actually been played yet, but Bayern and Barcelona made the final. Man City won the Europa League as well, so they've done quite well, obviously. They couldn't exactly take home in the league. I just advanced forward a little bit, and Barcelona ended up winning that final as well. So Barcelona are the Champions League winners. Here we are then, end of the season, and that's going to do it then. All right, cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will be back with another season. Yeah, we're going to do one more. One more at least with the Newcastle United, in this Newcastle United career mode. Oh. And we're getting something. We're winning a title. I'm not, to quote the famous Mike Ashley, I'm not going anywhere until we win something. Till then, guys, my name is the MasterBucks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one. I'm a broken man.